I have done things that I deeply regret in my life, but I'm seeing a therapist now. I'm getting help. And so for mom to do this, after I'm getting help and she didn't even talk to me at first, it's just wrong.
Look, Mom would never do anything to intentionally hurt you. So as crazy as it sounds, she must be coming from a place of love.
Right, and I'm the one who needs to be put away.
Look, Mom has never been able to find the right balance between loving you and controlling you. I've watched her do this to you for years.
I know, but I thought that we were finally out of that pattern. I thought she finally trusted me to make my own decisions, but I guess not.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, what choice do I have? I'm gonna confront her. I'm gonna go confront her now.
Oh, okay, I'll go with you. Cody can watch Donna.
No, you don't need to. This isn't your fight.
But I want to be there to support you. Unless you don't want me to.
No, I do. I mean, that would mean a lot to me.
Cody, this is a cup Mommy always gives me when I have to take my medicine. She says it helps it go down.
Well, thank you. Your mommy's a very smart lady. She's right. It did help.
Chrissy was upset when she left. Do you think Daddy's okay?
Yeah, of course I do. Kristina just had to run an errand with Molly. But we're lucky because we get to stay here and tie knots.
Do you have my lollipops?
What do you think you're talking to? All right, now I'm going to show you a square knot.
Oh. This is a nice surprise. What's going on?
You tell me, Mommy Dearest.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's get to this, guys. So, we've done a couple of videos already talking about this subject. We talked about, make sure y'all go back and watch these too. We talked about the whole Molly and Kristina, basically Molly coming over to tell Kristina what she found with the commitment papers to Kristina. Kristina reacting to it and finding out about it, and then we also discussed another important matter, Ava still blackmailing Alexis for more money. So it's a lot going on here. This storyline is very thick, very thick. Right now, for me, it's the top storyline on the show for me right now, personally, because it's got a lot of swerves. But another storyline that I'm really into right now is this Joss and Emma storyline. That one's been really good so far. It's been a lot of tops and turvies. I like this Sonny one with Brennan. What's another one? Brooklyn, Lulu. That's been a good one. And there's some other sub storylines too that's been pretty decent. But this one right here takes the cake, man. So you know what it is over here. It's Team Kristina all day. Team Kristina's on. If you are a Kristina hater, you don't like my videos, bro. I mean, like, at least these videos. Y'all might like my other videos, but these videos y'all ain't gonna like. Because I'm always gonna root for Kristina and take her side. But there are some things where, if I keep it in line with, like, just real life logic, like, we know Kristina definitely needs to be held accountable. We know that. We know that in real life she needs to be held accountable. But on the soap, see, the way I think of it on the soap, we've seen characters get away with shit for so long. Doesn't matter what soap you've been watching over the time of your lifespan. We've seen characters get away with stuff over and over and over again. And the reason why I always plead with Kristina to get away with stuff, because I know she's going to become a mob princess. And mobsters get away with stuff. And so I feel like she's eventually going to get away with her crimes in the future, so why not just let her get away with this one? So they've been sort of peering into that zone of letting Kristina get away with this, but at the same time, it's been like, you really don't truly know which way they're going to ultimately go, because they still may expose Kristina as this ruthless killer in town that almost had to kill Rick and Liz. and blowing it up. But I still don't even know if they're going to go in that direction, because I really thought they were going in that direction like a couple of weeks ago and they never did. So who knows at this point what they're going to do. So anyways, like we said, Molly bought the papers that she found out. Remember, the papers got switched over with Diane the day before, and she ended up having those documents. And Kristina revealed to Molly when she looked over the documents that the documents were just written up the same night when they were having Davis girls night. You know what I'm saying? Where they watch movies and stuff. And so what's funny is, so Kristina finds out about that, right? And Kristina's heated, and she's thinking that this is more of a matter of Alexis, because remember, Alexis, even though she knows what Kristina did, she never had a talk with Kristina, which was surprising up to this point, about the situation, so we can see, you know, how to proceed with this. And so we know why they haven't told Molly, because Molly, Rick's involved, you know, and we don't know what way Molly is going to take it if she finds out Kristina tried to kill her own father. Well, she didn't try to do it, but he's almost the reason why he almost lost his life. So they come over and they're ready to, you know, confront Alexis about it. It is funny because Alexis was right in the middle of sending Ava like $150,000, some more hush hush money to Ava. And I was wondering if they saw that on the computer screen, because Alexis tried to get rid of it quick when she heard him come in, and she tried to act like nothing was going on. And then them girls, they came over there, they're like, Alexis, you know, or mother, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So the toughest thing about this whole thing that's going on right now is that it's months after what Sam went through. I mean, what they went through with Sam's death. And so they're trying to keep the peace, because recently they finally felt like they found some peace and that they were going to try to be one as a family again. But this shit happens. So it's like it throws them a curveball. So I talked about this a little bit in yesterday's video, where I talked about Molly, you know, finding out about it. I think I put that video early today. Some of y'all might have watched it already, but I talked about Molly, what she's going to do, you know. So the good thing is today we found out that Cody didn't really find out anything specific about that situation. All he knows is that there was some commitment papers written up. There ain't nothing to blab about that. If he had found out that Kristina killed or tried to kill Ava, but, you know, obviously Rick and Liz were the ones that were almost killed, he would have blabbered about it. And a lot of us don't want Cody to find out for that reason. So we're kind of glad that Cody didn't find out that much yet. But anyway, so Molly, surprisingly, still does not know what really happened. She knows that the commitment papers were drawn up, but she doesn't know what happened. And I think where Alexis was going to be put in a corner with this is that she never talked to Kristina about this situation, which is crazy to me. How don't you ever talk to Kristina about this so you could get Kristina's side of the story? Then you'll know how to really proceed, because then you could have probably had Diane talk to Kristina about what to do. Now, we also, one thing I didn't ever get a chance to touch up on with this storyline yesterday, when I was talking about the Molly video, and one of you guys brought it up in the comment section. I want to thank y'all about that. Also, I want to thank a commenter of mine that got the mental hospital in Port Charles for me, right? Because I was trying to figure out the name, if it was Ferncliff or Shady Brook, because I always get them mixed up, man. DM Trailer, one of my loyal commenters, shout out to you. She let me know it was or he or she let me know it was Shady Brook. So yeah, so thank you for that. But one of y'all had said something about Diane. So Diane did not shred the papers, which is the reason why we're in this situation right now. Diane should have shredded those papers like Alexis said. And I'm wondering now if Alexis is going to be thinking about Diane a little different. Now, Diane, look, we all know Diane's a loyal ass friend to Alexis, bro. Like, there's no doubt about that. But the situation that Alexis is in right now, she's going to be heated with Diane when she finds out that Diane did not shred those papers and her daughters confronting her the way they did. this is going to get insane. This is going to get really insane, because I do think Alexis should snap on her, because she should have shredded those papers. Now, I know Diane's trying to do the best that she thinks that her friend needs to do, but if Alexis doesn't want to deal with it that way, you just got to let Alexis figure it out from there on her own. You know, I know you're trying to be a good friend, and you did give her good advice. I agree with the advice you gave her, but you just got to let Alexis live with that. And if she wanted you to shred the papers, you should have just shredded them damn papers, man, because now Molly got her hands on them. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. Man, it's crazy, man. It is crazy, this situation, man. What else did I want to say before I leave this video? Because we got to talk about Sonny next. Yeah, so, again, for the future sake of the storyline, wherever it goes from here. So, I'm still thinking with the open mind with Molly. I don't know if Molly's ever going to actually find out the truth now, because I thought she would have found out through this what happened. This would be, okay, if Molly got told from Kristina or Alexis what happened, right now would be a really good time for Molly to find out. Then on her own. Molly should not find out about this on her own. You know what I'm saying? Whatever secrets are being held in this, they probably need to get exposed right now. You know what I mean? And then let Molly do whatever she wants to do from there. I don't even think Molly's going to go to the authorities, because I don't think she wants to see her sister. But as a lawyer, she probably knows that Shady Brook is the best situation for Kristina. But as something's telling me, because Molly doesn't want to lose her family, it feels like she's going to keep the secret. It feels this way. It feels this way. It's one of those two things. She's probably either not going to find out or she's going to hold the secret. I really feel like it's going that way with Molly. I feel like it's going that way. And really, it's really, she's probably the last person before the PCPD finds out that could do anything about this situation. Now what they got to do, they got to figure out the Ava thing, because the Ava's still putting this pressure on. So they got to figure out the Ava thing, and then they got to figure out how to keep Rick quiet as well. And that's not going to be easy. Rick is actually going to be harder to keep quiet than Ava. They got to figure out how to keep him quiet since he knows. But they could probably find an angle to Rick shutting up because of the Molly situation. They need to figure out how to get it to where he can lose Molly if the truth comes out. Because remember, he knew already and he didn't tell Molly. So they can finagle, that angle. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see the way they play the rest of this out, man. But this is a thick storyline, man. And it's all setting up for one thing. Kristina's next kill on Ava / becoming a mob princess, bro. You know what I mean? So, and that's why we got to talk about the Sonny thing next, man. So going ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News to Light.